catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Hassel, that's talk to me. Yeah! Welcome to another edition of Hassel's Review. It's your boy, Hassel. That's right, peep the Braves fit. It's baseball season once again. I told you guys I'd have a cut before the next show too. So, we done them things. But, we're not here for that. We're not here for this. We're not here for this. We're here for this right here. That's right, people. We got a Marvel Legends 2-pack unboxing right here today. We have Kitty Pryde and Colossus from Astonishing X-Men. That's right, people. We're going to dive into this guy right here and gal. Hey, we can dive into old gals. You know what happens. But we're going to dive into these action figures here today. We're going to open them up. We're going to unbox them. We're going to see what I think, and then you guys can post in the comments what you think about these guys. But while you're at it, if you're ever bored on an afternoon, why don't you go show our guys over at Stay Weird Network a little love, and like, subscribe, and share them, as well as our boy Chris Daly of Fueled by Weird, as well as Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food. All right, people, that being said, we've got that business out of the way. So now that business is out of the way, let's dive into what we all really came here to see. These beautiful toys. All right, guys, here he is, and she, the stars of the show. So this is what we all came to see. Marvel Legends, Astonishing X-Men, Kitty Pryde, Colossus. I'm not sure why it says Marvel's Colossus. Maybe due to a licensing deal. I'm not quite sure. But, man, that'll cast the art right there. That's good looking stuff. I was a fan. So, well, I will say, well, okay, well, first of all, we'll dive into, Kitty Pryde. She returns to Xavier Institute with a new generation of mutants and is astonished to discover her former love, Colossus, Ileana, has resurrected from the dead. Then we get it in multiple languages because, we're inclusive as fuck. Oh, that's really good art right here. So, right off the rip, I'm just going to go ahead and say. So, back in the day, I was not the hugest fan of the Astonishing costumes. Just due to the fact that I wanted my OG, but I was happy to see it when it came about, just simply because we had just come off about 6 years of that Grant Morrison, Frank Whiteley bullshit in the leather that I fucking hated with a passion, if you can't tell. So this right here was at least a semi-return to X-Men superhero costumes, and that I was thankful for. So while they did modernize them, so to speak, and I'm a classic guy, I'm a traditionalist, I like the classics. These were updated enough, but true enough, I guess. I was fine with it. So, without further ado, let's dive into these bad boys. Let's see what we're working with here, people. Got our old blade. Not to be confused with the vampire killer. So, get out of here. So right off the rip, that is a heavy figure. No damn lie. I am digging that. So let's dive into Kitty first, right? So Lockheed, I'm going to be honest, this feels very, very much like something you used to get out of a quarter machine. You used to get the little egg out of the quarter machine, or the little round thing, or whatever, however you want it was. Yeah, that's what that just felt like just now. So, alright, Kitty. She's got a pretty face sculpt on her. That did good. Loose belt. I'm a little mixed on the loose belts, to be honest. I'm not really sold on those, or not sold. Got the classic hair down. Done a great job on the head sculpt. She's a pretty gal. She's youthful enough to be Kitty, but grown and mature enough to where you don't feel bad about her being with grown-ass Colossus at this point. like we did sometimes in the 80s. It was a little sus. Maybe Colossus just came off as more adult. We got our phasing, reaching hands. I'm sure these are reuses of Rogue if I was not a betting man. So, alright guys. All in all, we got our, like I said, she's running through walls. Look. Pretty solid. Like I said, I'd prefer this to be blue and gold versus... She ain't got much of a donkey on her. I don't know. Maybe it is a little more of a donkey than I think it is. Got a little bit of a straddle. Got a little camel toe down there. That's okay. It's a good looking figure though. Solid. You know, got our double jointed, pinless. Put them dukes up, boy. It's not a bad figure. I mean, it's a little bit plain. They just painted on the boot there. So that's a little... But all in all, like I said, I am a blue and gold guy. As you can tell by my shelf, it is very much... I like that old traditional X-Men blue gold from the 90s. But, hey, this was probably 2010, I guess, maybe. Monster, drop a comment below. I know you're going to correct me on that date, but I think it's around 2010. Do we want to see the different head? I was going to save some of this for a kit bash because, okay, that is a zipper. I thought maybe that was a seam that was exposed, but it's not. Okay, good snap there. So maybe that fits on her arm a little something. Let's try. I feel like I've seen online some way where they had this fixed. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. It'll probably just sit beside them. Right now, the only Colossus and Kitty Pryde I have are actually Shadowcat and Colossus from Age of Apocalypse. And we'll do some comparisons. Kitty, all in all, the figure itself, other than the pinless bodies, nothing special. A pretty nice rack on her. I'll give her that. Well, I don't know. The figure itself's about a 4, maybe 3 3/4 to a 4. The face sculpts are easily 4 to 4 1/4. So I'm gonna say she averages out at about 4, right? Just due to the face sculpt kind of resurrecting and salvaging it a little bit. So let's see what our boy Pietro. And yes, you guys heard my phone a while ago because work doesn't believe I get a day off. But guess what? I'm ignoring work right now for you guys. So let's get that out of here. Let's get that out of here. All right. So, wow. This is legit, guys. So, right off the rip, the metallics look great. The flat colors with a little bit of sheen to it looks great. It does seem to be a little flatter through here than the rest of him, but you know what? I'm not going to hate on that. Because this does have a... Well, I guess that's maybe supposed to be leather. Maybe the breeches are too, and this is cloth. We're going to go with that. How about that? Makes it sound a little more. It's a tall figure. Pretty damn solid. A good face sculpt. Very Colossus looking. Nice flat top on Pietro. The other face is the... That's probably the face that he'll get. No lie. Man, I'm digging this guy right here, guys. We got also pinless body as well. Pinless bodies, to me, the place where they look the best is right here in the knees. The way the knees were before. The only problem is, now that we get double jointed knees, sometimes they do that, right? So that the top part doesn't want to come down. Not always. You have to sometimes fight with it. Not super big on the bicycle shorts. I'd have dug it more coming along the lines of right there, but I get it. I mean, it was the 2000s. We wasn't crotch riders, so to speak. Man, that's a pretty damn solid figure, though. Colossus, my boy, you're going to get a solid, and I mean a solid 4.5. Let's just see what we're working with here. Huge difference, as they should be. He is a Colossus. Whoa! So let's change heads. Head snap pretty good. Seamless, man. Dude, that looks fucking great. Got our butterfly shoulders. I'm a fan of that. Ileana. I will forever remember that just terrible Pietro voice from the X-Men series. Well, I love his cameos, don't get me wrong. They done great. But just the Ileana always. Oh, man, come on. Dude, come on. So, yeah. Pretty damn solid there, guys. I am digging that right here. I'm thinking these hands are exactly the same hands that come off of probably Apocalypse from Age of Apocalypse, as well as the other Colossus. So let's take a look. So I told you guys I had Shadowcat and I had the other Colossus. So let's see what we're working with here, guys. So Shadowcat, they stuck pretty damn true to size, build. Racks are similar. Booties, I don't know. I think Shadowcat may have a little bigger donkey. Maybe running around in the Age of Apocalypse was better than Squats. Not quite sure why her hair is so brown there, but that's our side-by-side comparison. Now let's get to what these right here. So I'm going to be honest. Age of Apocalypse Colossus is bigger. He is bulkier, not just because of the big pads. I mean, he's taller. He is, man, a good 1/4 inch taller, probably. Let's see. So, yeah, the hands are not the same. Bigger hands. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. This our guy is massive. Massive! So we'll put these guys over here and get the Age of Apocalypse. And so which one is your favorite? I'm a sucker for the 90s, I'm going to be honest. I like that 90s. I do think they did my boy wrong in the Age of Apocalypse, but he looked cool at least. Great look. His character development sucked. So let's see what we're... Man, what do you guys think about that? That's right. Wolverine is a runt. You can literally do a real fastball special. Let's see if we can, just for optics, see what we're working with here. Yes, it is pollen time, guys. I apologize for that. So there you go, people. Fastball motherfucking special, guys. So what do you think? It's pretty legit. I think you could probably make that pose work, honestly. There is a way for it to do what it do. So I'm not going to bother to try to repose Wolverine right now. I will do all that later. So what do you guys think? You agree with my assessments? You don't agree? Drop a comment below and I'll let you know whether you're right or wrong. But But while we're at it, I got one final thing. I am going to do a small kit bash real quick. So, I've told you I'm really big on the blue and gold, right? So this is, I bought an extra body a while back. I believe this was Psylocke. And I made a rogue because, you know, we didn't have a rogue. Now, I had to Dremel the head out to make that work. And it was a bitch. Because the ball is massive. But let's see what old Kitty looks like. All right, guys. You a fan of that or not? Let's see if old Lockheed maybe... Lockheed looks a little better. Maybe we attach him to her ponytail. I don't know. Nah. But, yeah. I could find a way to make it work. Somehow. Now I'm thinking the extra Kitty Pryde head. I may have to buy another one of these bodies. Oh, no. So the ponytail. It does come out. Wow. We got articulation in the ponytail, guys. Let's see what this head looks like. Does it look better on this body? Actually, yes, it does. Wow, that's actually gorgeous. Big time. Yeah. So there we go, guys. Not sure. I'm going to probably leave the ponytail head Kitty on there just because I think it actually suits better. But I am in love with that head right there. It is great. We all love good head, right? See how the belt's fixed on these? To me, that is just far more bueno. I will put Anne-Marie back on just because, you know, I took the time to make her. So she's going to. So there we go. All right, guys. With that being said, let's get back to the old beautimous face. All right, we're back to the moneymaker here, guys. So what did you guys think? Did you go in for them? Did you not go in for them? Are you going to go in for them now that you've seen my assessment of these badass ties? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said earlier, please like, subscribe, share. We're over 1,600, and we want to get that 2K before the end of summer. So share this with your friends. Just say, hey, you know, these assholes are pretty entertaining. But, with that being said, that's what we got here today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until then, to me, my X-Men.
Garments, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive.